talking about 4Kids. Welcome back to Pokemon Yellow.
Hey, hey!
In the last part, we didn't really do much. I mean, we're just kind of wandering around at this point.
We wandered around.
We spun. Yeah. We were spinning around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Another reference I didn't get. Yay!
That's like the third time I've sung that song in this show. It's Escape from the City from the game Sonic Adventure 2.
I see. I love how colorful the stairs are. Look at... They're so cool.
Come to think of it, well, I do not remember where the lift key is right now, even. I think one of the Team Rocket grunts actually has it.
So we gotta go
and, they drop it after we beat them.
When you say grunts, I think of the game Amnesia. You know that game?
Yeah, that game
it's a horror game.
That game is creepy.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I'm not really a fan
of
horror games, but, oh, right, I already fought that guy. You're gonna see me go to a lot of dead ends that I was already at here, too.
Well, it's like, I mean, there's so many different places that, like, it's easy to lose track where you've already been.
Let me look it up, because I really do not remember where we're supposed to go.
I would hate for one of the grunts from Amnesia to show up here.
Oh my god.
Just imagine a little pixelated sprite version of it. That would be interesting.
The Pokemon games already have their own horrors, but most of them are, pretty, you know...
They're pretty tame?
Kinda, like, they're, secrets that you, don't exactly... Like, you have to, like, exploit the game to find out.
What do you mean?
Like, for example, Missing Number. Which is, like, this really, like, just a glitched-out Pokemon that's like a garbled Tetris piece. And then the end result of that was what they... Like, people just kind of ended up making a meme to turning it into this, like, nightmare fuel thing.
Yeah, it reminds me of kind of like something that'd be on Creepypasta. Do you know about Creepypasta?
Yeah. Yes, I know about Creepypasta. We've talked about Creepypasta.
Are you looking up to see what where the key is supposed to be?
Yep. Talk to the Team Rocket grunt in the northwest room after defeat.
Well, we'll see how long it takes you to get there.
It'll probably be next episode at the rate we're going.
Oh my.
I have to wonder why I didn't cut this why I didn't, like, shorten this stuff. Maybe something happened, that I don't remember. I even edited all this a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, there should be something. I mean, you can't... I wouldn't think you'd be wandering around for, you know, half an hour or so without something interesting happening.
Yeah. I mean...
We'll find out.
Then again, I'm pretty easy to distract, and I was the person who pretty much did the entirety of this, so... That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign.
What is?
The fact that I recorded this and I'm easy to distract.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you? How did you get here?
Wonderful.
I've been walking around here for about 15 minutes.
They don't even ask to battle you. They just say something threatening and expect you to battle them.
Well, he sent out his Pokemon first. That's a sign.
What?
He sent out his Pokemon before I sent out mine. Oh my god.
Everything's a sign.
I hate fighting against psychic types in this game.
Psychological warfare. I know I bring that up a lot, but, like, for some reason I think psychological warfare is so powerful, and I feel like it also would be in this game, you know, if the developers were smart.
Anyway, like, as I was talking earlier, I don't really like, horror games, but, or just, like, the horror theme in general.
Are the psych types pretty powerful?
Yes, but, horror, like, psychological horror, that's the kind of thing that I kind of like, actually. I don't know why, I just...
Ooh, I love psychological horror, yes.
Like,
well, because it's not cheap stuff. It's not like cheap jump scares.
It's not like this one guy just appears with a knife and starts flailing it around and the idiot runs up the stairs. It lets
Yeah.
himself get stabbed, and it's graphic, and it still looks scary anyway, despite the fact of how stupid it is.
Right.
No, it's actually like messing with somebody's mind.
Oh, I love
like,
I love those kind of games. I think I mentioned this in a previous part. Old games like Sanitarium and I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I'm pretty sure I mentioned those, but those are really good examples.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, LSD is bad.
You would know?
No, I wouldn't know. It's just...
Let's go drop some acid, guys.
I mean, if you want to see what all that stuff's like, I recommend watching the Beatles' Yellow Submarine movie.
Oh my goodness, I can only imagine.
It's animated, for one.
Is it based on the song?
It's got a yellow submarine in it, and they ride in it, and the point is, never before have I seen something that legitimately confuses me, no matter how many times I watch it.
That is wonderful. And does it star the Beatles as well?
Yes, it does.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I just looked it up on Google, and one of the dudes is carrying a tuba, and there's a lot of colors.
Yeah.
It appears quite psychedelic.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that movie is just wow. I mean, just
Man, if it's confusing you, I can only imagine how confusing it might be.
Yeah, I do enjoy it, but
it's just like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever seen what's it called? Oh shoot, I just forgot. My mind blanked. Whoa, my mind just blanked. That was really weird. Now I can't think. Holy crap, my thoughts just stopped. Evan! My thoughts just stopped. Oh no.
Welcome to my world.
I was going to say Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that's definitely not what I was talking about, although that's a good one. Let's see. I recently saw it.
What is a thing that you recently saw?
Oh gosh. How come I don't remember what it's called? Hang on. My brain had stopped. I can't do it.
You know what I really hate about that kind of thing? It's like
Rainbow the Genetic Opera. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, typically I try to go back to what we were talking about to see or what I was like previously thinking about or what I was just doing to see what exactly I was thinking about, only to realize that had nothing to do with it, and finding out that it had nothing to do with it often helps me remember it, actually.
That's hilarious. I guess you just kind of like, it's like a train on train tracks, and your train kind of goes off the tracks, your train of thought, not get it, your train of thought, but it goes off the tracks, and then when you put it back on the tracks...
You said you couldn't make puns!
Did I just make a pun? I guess I kind of did. Haha. Yay, it was really, really lame though, so I don't even know if that counts. I can make German puns.
Like, I don't know.
Except for they require pictures and me pointing out something on a picture.
Oh.
And it requires the listener to understand German.
I tend to make puns based on, visual things that I see. Like, I mean, I was watching the anime, One Piece the other day.
Mm.
And, well, I mean, the stuff that's on Cartoon Network's Toonami blog right now is on a certain story arc that's way behind where the Japanese version is.
Oh, I see.
Explanations on that for you, I'll get to that later, why it's so far behind. But, essentially, the main character, Luffy, uses, he activates his third gear move, which causes him to be all balloon-like. So then, like, he hits his opponent, with a giant foot that he caused due to inflating his body.
Oh gosh.
And then, after that, it turned out he was okay, and I said, looks like he really put his foot in his mouth on that one.
Oh, that's good.
So, I mean, yeah, I can make puns off the bat when I see some kind of visual thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't, not as well as, like, people like Will, per se.
Yeah, Will's good.
He's really good. Anyway, the reason why One Piece is actually so far behind its Japanese version in America is like it's been dubbed by 2 companies. The first one was 4Kids Entertainment, which dubbed the Pokemon anime for the first 8 seasons. And they're pretty behind the times when it comes to anime dubbing, or they were.
How so?
Censor everything.
What is there to be
Americanize
censored?
everything. I mean,
Interesting.
like, you know, it's like the standards for Japanese television or whatever are a bit looser than America.
Yeah.
But it's like, they'd even take shows that were clearly meant for people at least 13 years or older and then make them so that they were for kids about age 7.
Oh, that's interesting. That really changes the content of it.
Cutting out a lot
Gosh
of
dang it,
stuff.
Zubat, go away. Sorry,
Really
keep going.
ugly-looking visual edits.
Weird.
Even switching out the music for no apparent reason, and then just getting rid of all traces of Japanese culture whatsoever.
Yeah, that's interesting when they do that.
Yeah. Anyway, like, an anime as popular as One Piece getting that treatment, the studio that made One Piece was not happy with that, and therefore took the rights away from 4Kids.
Yeah.
And then gave the rights to the company Funimation, which is very well known for doing Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Are they the one that did they do Yuki-chan?
They're doing Yuki-chan right now, yes.
Okay.
Like, they didn't do the original Haruhi series, but they are doing Yuki-chan. And basically, so now One Piece is getting the uncut treatment, but since they started from the beginning, they're behind. No, you see, the thing, like, with Yuki-chan is, like, the Haruhi series was originally dubbed by, Bandai Entertainment. But that company went out of business. Well, I mean, at least the anime and manga portion of the company went out of business.
Okay.
I believe they are, they're still making games. Their game portion, known as Namco, is definitely still making games. They own Pac-Man.
Wow, yeah, that's a good thing to own.
Yeah, anyway, Funimation ended up picking the DVD rights to the Haruhi series, and as a result got the rights to dub Yuki-chan. Therefore, knowing how popular the Haruhi series is, despite the fact that they are stationed in Dallas, and most of Haruhi's voice actors are in California, they ended up getting these voice actors to cover their roles once again, thanks to having one of their own voice actors moving to California and starting a studio there, where he brings over the voice roles to there.
That's good. I'm so glad that they got the same voice actors to dub Haruhi-chan.
Yeah, you mean Yuki-chan. Haruhi-chan already got dubbed.
Excuse me. Yeah, I totally meant to say that.
Yeah, we definitely live in a time where we don't need everyone to be in the same place in order to voice act.
Yeah, totally.
Which is that's really convenient.
Especially you can pick the best from everywhere, the ones the specific people that you want, and you don't have to get them all in one place.
Funimation usually chooses their own people because auditioning related stuff, but I mean, cast reunions are a bit more on the special side, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't do a cast reunion for One Piece, but that's because it's in the 4Kids dub there, that voice casting was a mess. Giving people unnecessary accents, for example.
Oh, I see. And probably pretty fake sounding ones at that.
Like for example, there's this one character named Sanji who's he's kind of got this this feel to him where he's just got he's well dressed and he's got he's got kind of the kind of hair that's a mix between fancy and cool. And they gave him a Brooklyn accent.
That's interesting.
I mean, the kind of look, the kind of sounds like this or whatever. It's kind of deep, but it was really out of place. And they really just. And then another character, she wore a cowboy hat, so they gave her a Texan accent.
That's a lot of like it's a lot of different accents
That's
coming
like
together in one
that's a
place.
stereotypical mess.
Yeah. So you're just playing off stereotypes there.
And then everyone, like, I mean, it's kind of weird because like other shows that 4Kids did, like specifically their earlier ones like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what I'd call good voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, they just kind of threw people in there.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
My guess is they got money hungry, and that caused them to become lazy.
Oh, I see.
Um, oh well, 4Kids went bankrupt,
That's probably for the best.
but then they came out of bankruptcy. But like, they can't do anime dubbing anymore.
Okay.
But you see, you know what the funny thing I found about when they came out of bankruptcy is?
What?
The day they came out of bankruptcy, December 21st, 2012.
Was that the day the world was supposed to end or
That
something?
was the day the Mayan calendar ended.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
It's a tad ironic.
It is.
Like, total coincidence, and that's what causes it to be really funny.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since, like, you know, the world was supposed to end, but for them, they actually came out of bankruptcy that day. I don't know. That's funny.
I kind of find it more because it's like they're a company that people don't really like, but
Well, that too, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
And they came back on the day the world was supposed to end. It's like it's a sign.
Yeah. And they never, you know, they never got back to where they were before, which it sounds like it was a good thing based on how you were
Yeah.
telling me they got pretty bad at dubbing.
Like, they were never, like, I mean, the only show that they really tried to deliver an accurate presentation is like the first few seasons of Pokemon. And like the censorship started once they acquired their second show, which was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Like, I mean, Pokemon didn't even change the soundtrack like the rest of the shows did
Yeah.
until later on. And even
That's
then,
weird.
like, certain songs were kept in, like the theme that plays when Team Rocket appears. That stayed even when they started changing music for Pokemon 2.
Maybe they were just trying to appeal to a different audience.
Um,
Or a wider audience? I don't know. Because you said they sound like they were getting money hungry. That would be a good motivation to change things.
the Pokemon anime got really bad, like, starting with around the 6th season, and
Yeah.
then 4Kids ended up actually making it worse.
Ah.
And it's like, I mean, the series is, like, separated between separate, series, actually. So it's, like, one big meta series with a whole bunch of other series in between.
Mhm.
Like, in between those series, like, Ash and Pikachu will travel with, like, different companions or whatever. In different regions or whatever. The only exception being the first series, which covered the first 2 generations. And which had the same companions the whole time. Anyway, but like as each series came, it just got worse and worse until the 4th series, which was just a whole new level of bad.
Awful. People don't know when to lay a series to rest or reevaluate it sometimes.
You see, that's the thing. They did reevaluate it.
But like in a bad way?
No. Once they realized how downhill they were going, they definitely reevaluated it. So they like around the end of the 4th series, they it seemed like they started going back to basics, and it went even further with the 5th series, which is currently running. And the 5th series is the best thing since the 1st series. Like it's actually decent compared to everything in between.
Well, that's good.
I mean,
They realized their
I'd
error
still
of their
recommend
ways.
the first series over it greatly, but yeah.